So we have Ms. Radha
DLE.
Singla with us. She will be talking on the importance of yoga and meditation for muscular dystrophy patients. So
मुझे
I invite her for the session. She is working in the Ayush project at AIMS, and she has also done her masters in yoga. So please
hello,
share your screen, ma'am. Are you there?
Yes.
hello, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. We'll take the questions in the chat box.
Is it visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Hi, myself Radha, and thank you, Ayush, to inviting me for this opportunity. And you are focusing on the more on yoga. Here I'm focusing on the what is yoga and how it is helpful for the muscular dystrophy patients. And as we all know, yoga is that which brings you to reality. Yoga means union, which combine us with the supreme, and it is a yoga part that is a help to maintain our body physically and mentally. Yoga is a balanced state of the body and mind, so that it is helpful for us to maintain and combine our muscle strength and physical body flexibility. Muscular dystrophy patient is very helpful for that, because they have a weakness in their joints and their muscles, so it is very helpful for them to strengthen the muscles and delay their process of the muscular dystrophy. It is and it is very well described in the Bhagavad Gita also, that is Samatvam Yoga Chitte, which means yoga is a balanced state, and yoga karmashu koshalam, that is yoga is perfectly skilled action or behavior. It is very well said about the Bhagavad Gita. Yoga is a journey of the self through the self to the self. Now, why we have to do the practice of yoga? Very well explained by the Maharishi Patanjali, 8 steps of 8 limbs of yoga, that are self-control, self-regulations, isometric postures, controlled breathing, controlled senses, concentration, meditation, and self-realization. Through this, it will work on our neurotransmitters, HPA axis, yani cortisols, neurotrophic factors, and vagal outcomes, which will helpful to reduce the negative thoughts and the anxiety, depression, improve in sleep and cognitions, and also the attentions. As we all know, in muscular dystrophy, people are having the weakness of the muscles, and many people are having the problem is their arms and legs. And now we can come for the meditation. Why we go for the meditation? Meditation helps to focus, concentrate our mind, and it is very well beneficial. It will work to help the increase the gray matter density in the following reasons, and improve in the associated functions like hippocampus, pregnus, somatosensus cortex. Also, it helps us to functions related to these reasons, that mean motivation, learning, memory, decision making, personality expressions, anymore. And also it is helpful for the making waves. There are five waves in our brain, which is um, these meditation is helpful for them to work on those waves. And now we come for the, when you meditate, when you are healthy blood pressures, creativity, compassionate, rapid memory recalls, and you train your mind to become calm and focus, generate optimism, self-esteem, and confidence. Now I come for the practices which is very helpful for the muscular dystrophy patients. Those are the loosening of the joints of the limb, upper limb and lower limb. Here I have mentioned about the upper limb, which is the practices Maniband Shakti Vikasak, which is very well mentioned in the Sukshma Kriya, that is Maniband Shakti Vikasak is for the your wrist movements. It is up and down movement and also for the rotation. Regular practice of this wrist movements, it is helpful for the muscles to strengthen. Now we will go for the Anguli Shakti Vikasa. That is a finger movement. You will do like this. By doing this movement, it is helpful for your fingers to to strengthen your muscles. Like Kafuni, yani this movement is helpful for your elbow. When you do this movement like this, it is helpful for the movements. Regular practice of these minor joints are there, which is very helpful for the muscular patient. Even everyone, if regular practice they will do, it is very helpful. And now we come for the Griva Shakti. Many people are suffering from the neck pains, and even muscular dystrophy patients also sitting, and by light downing their neck are becoming stiff. So by doing this Griva Shakti Vikasak, they will be very helpful. We will strengthen our neck muscles. In this, we will, the first practice is our neck movement, neck back and neck exhalation, and neck side bending. While doing all the practices, we have to exhale and come in the center. We have to inhale. That is the most important part. And now next practice is our breathing practices. We have to coordinate our practice with the breathing. While we are doing the hand movements, both hands should be straight, and you have to go inhale with your breath, and exhalation, bring your hands, both the hands closer with your breath. It will helpful to increase your concentration, and you will more focus about your inner body. Now, next practice is hand stretch breathing. That is your stretching of your arms. That is stretch like this. One, first step is this. Second step is in front of your forehead. And third step is in your front of, above your forehead. These three steps are there. When you will do, it will helpful for your arms. When you stretch, it will remove your lethargy also. The next practice is your Tadasana breathing. In this, if people are not able to stand, it is the practice in the standing. If not stand, then you can only raise your both the hands, inhale and stretch your body up, and then exhale both hands down. If you are able to stand, then you can raise your toe, come on the toes also. And now next practice is your tiger breathing. If you are able to come in the tiger pose, then you can do like this. Otherwise, you can do also on the chair. Like inhale, you have to arc your spine, and exhale, you have to expand your chest. You can do like this also. No need to become in this position. It is not mandatory. And next, we come for the asana. Asana is very helpful to strengthen your body, make your body flexible. People are saying in many conversation that our body becomes stiff and we are not able to do this. If you will do these practices, there is very much beneficial for you. And Tadasana, if you cannot able to again stand, you can also do in the sitting or in the supine position. You can stretch your whole body up, both hands interlock fingers up, and you can stretch your both the legs down. In Vakrasana, if you are not able to do this position like this is the Vakrasana here. And if you are able to sit, that is well and good. If you are not able to sit, you can sit down simply, and you can twist your body, tilt your body to the right and left. That's it also. Vrikshasana, that is a very balancing posture that is very good for your concentration, your memory. When you come, many people go depressed. If you can do these practices, it will be helpful to come out these trauma or this stress. I know this yoga, it helps to delay this practice, delay this problem, not cure your problem, but it will be very beneficial if you do the regular practice of this. Bhujangasana, I hope people can do. Lie down in the supine position, and keep your both the palm side of your chest, and raise your chest up and neck up. It will stretch your up, and it is very good practice for your spine. Pranayam, that is very important part in our life, and now COVID situation is also going on. It is very beneficial to help to increase our pulmonary functions and respiratory system. It helps to strengthen, and breathing is a very important part. When we regularly sitting and lie down our spine, we are not straighten our spine regularly. When we straight our spine, it is very good, and we can take a deep inhale in regular daily routine. We are not uh, sitting in a spine straight. We are always sitting in a down position of the spine. So it's a very beneficial practice. While doing the pranayam, you have back should be straight. You have to be focused that, and this is the mudra, prana mudra. It is very beneficial for the controlling our breath focus. And you have to close your right nostril, inhale from the left nostril, and exhale from the right nostril. Inhale from the right and exhale from the left nostril. This is the one round like this. If you can do this, it is very beneficial. It will helpful to increase your pulmonary functions. Yeah. Meditation is a very important part in our daily life. It will helpful to reduce the problem of the sleep. If people are suffering from the sleep, if people are suffering from the anxiety, depression, high blood pressures, and many more disease, even muscular dystrophy patients getting very much depressed, very much stressed about their disease. So meditation is very much helpful to come out and give them confidence to build up their energy. So yoga nidra is very much beneficial practice. It is very research based. It is research that if you have done it 1 hour practice of this, it is equal to 4 hours deep sleep. It is helpful to lower your cholesterol, blood pressure, heart rate, level of adrenaline and cortisol. Also, it is very well practice for your own health. Now, next, there are the research is papers are also on the muscular dystrophy with the yoga. Many people are doing on yoga plus muscular dystrophy. Some are the practices above also I have mentioned from the research paper, so that it is very well proven that these are very helpful for the people. Effect of yoga breathing exercise of pulmonary functioning patient with Duchenne muscles dystrophy. In this, the researcher have done the yoga protocol on the muscular dystrophy patients, and by doing the yoga practices, they have improved pulmonary functions in patients. Same as in the another also, they have the moderate heart rate variability in the children by doing the practices of the yoga. Not larger least, but I am saying that you cannot always control what goes on outside, but you can always control what goes on inside. It is very necessary that हम अपने आप को बाहर से नहीं देख सकते, लेकिन हम अपने आप को हमेशा अंदर से कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं what is going on inside, right? Thank you so much.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much, Radha ma'am, for your insights. And I think meditation is something that really helps release stress a lot. And I have been myself practicing that, and it really just gives. You are very right that it gives us a long sleep if we just meditate for a few hours, and it relaxes our muscles as well. I have noticed.